So I recently found out that my channel is a variety review channel, which I guess means that I just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. And today, we're talking about the Transformers My Busy Books activity book. It actually comes with some toys and a playmat. This was $15 on Amazon, and it seemed really cute. I've got some young ones in the family. They're a little too young for this right now, but I'll hold on to this for when they're a little older. I think they will probably have a little bit of fun with it. But yeah, we can see an engaging storybook and toy in one activity kit. My Busy Books offers full-page illustrations, a story, 10 figurines, and a playmat that bring the characters to life and ignite your child's imagination. Whoa! Yeah, we can see it's the evergreen designs. We got Optimum Prime, we got Bumblumba, we got Megan, we got all the big stars. Let's go ahead and read this together. Let's give it a little read ski. Let's see what we have inside this busy book. All right. So page 1, it says, Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, is the finest warrior ever produced by Cybertron. He defends the right to freedom at home and now on Earth. Bumblebee is Optimus Prime's loyal scout and looks up to him as a mentor. Small in stature, what he may lack in strength, Bumblebee makes up for in enthusiasm and speed. And then we can see his alt mode is a yellow car, and Optimus Prime's alt mode is a semi-truck. Looks like some of the little figures are trying to escape. You can't escape me. You have to stay in there for a little while longer. Okay. Let's see the next page. Uh-oh, it's the bad guy. What was his name again? Once honored across Cybertron, Megatron was a respected and fearless warrior until he was corrupted by power. Now this selfish menace wants to conquer everything, including Optimus Prime. Megatron believes there can only be one victor, and he's determined to be it. You can see he's wrecked this city. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at them broken windows and everything. His alt mode is a tank. Let's see who's next. Oh, we got my boy. We got Soundwave. Sorry you can see the light reflection. This is a very reflective book. This is like cardstock. This isn't paper. So it's very reflective. Alright, Starscream may be Megatron's second in command, but his ambition drives him to want and actively seek more. Meanwhile, fellow Decepticon Soundwave doesn't really care about what is right or wrong. He obsessively gathers information to ensure he comes out on top. His alt mode is a jet. And what do they say Soundwave's alt mode is? Soundwave alt mode, surveillance vehicle. Ooh, interesting. He's a surveillance vehicle. Yeah, they're looking pretty neat. Nice evergreen art for these characters. But we've got some more Autobots. We've got overly confident Hot Rod. Really doesn't like to take advice from wiser and more experienced Transformers. This headstrong and hot-headed Autobot would rather take care of things himself instead of relying on others to do it for him, even when it's probably not the best idea, like killing your leader. His alt mode is a race car, and you can see it looks like he's on Autobot City right now, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he's got lipstick, looks like in the artwork. He's got some lipstick, very interesting. I love these ring lights. Looks very interesting seeing the reflection. Yeah, I upgraded to ring lights, and I think it looks a lot better. But for reflective stuff, you just see big, bright circles. All right, I think this is the last page. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and all of the other Autobots on Earth work together to defend humans and bots alike. As robots in disguise, they protect Earth from the ongoing threat of Megatron and his Decepticons. Luckily, Optimus has a loyal and devoted team. Heck yeah! And there's the last thing. And there's little figures! We get 10 little figures. Looks like Megan has escaped. Yeah, we got 10 figures and a playmat. I'm not going to fully uncurl this playmat because we can actually just see an image of it on the back. But it's a nice vinyl material. We can see we have the scenes we saw as the backgrounds. We have the destroyed city right there. And then we have like Autobot City. I don't know, with the dimension and everything, like you can see how they have the figures like standing, like they're in the scene. But in actuality, like just uncurling this the tiniest bit. Oh wow, that's a pretty big playmat. Like look, here's some of the city, some of the destroyed city. Let's take Let's take Soundwave here. And he's like, oh, I'm in the destroyed city. But in actuality, if you're playing with this, he's, you know, it's like the whole city is like on the ground. I don't know. That's kind of odd. The playmat's cute, but definitely not what I'm here for. I personally bought this, number one, because I think, you know, the kids in the family might enjoy this someday. But I wanted the little figures, dude. This is what I wanted. So we have quite a few here. We have quite a few. I guess we'll go ahead and look at our first... Oh, my goodness. Soundwave, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Here, we'll just take all these out. We'll have our book closed up in the background. So our first little figure here is Soundwave, and he's looking pretty good for what he is. He's got a decent amount of paint on him. Looks like he's got a little scuff on his face, but that's no big deal. Yeah, very small. These do not articulate whatsoever. They're just tiny little figures. You can see it is very much based on his... I guess his Authentics toy, because that is his Evergreen design. But it's the Evergreen Soundwave. It looks neat. It looks neat. All right, who do we have next? We've got Hot Rod next. And he's looking pretty simple as well. Very simplistic. Definitely missing the flames on his chest. Don't know why his chest is all red. But yeah, his paint is a little simpler than Soundwave. It does have a little bit of more intricate detail, like on his knees and everything. It's kind of intricate. All right, there's a little Hot Rod. Up next, we got Bumblebee. This one is also pretty detailed. I like the look of all the black and the yellow. Looks nice. He's got a little bit of red. He's got his little headlights on his shoulders. Even on his back, they added paint. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Definitely not a lot of play value with these little figures because they don't move at all. It's just literally like little figures where it's just like, Soundwave acknowledges, and then Bumblebee's like, I'm going to shoot you through the chest and make your head pop off. I mean, yeah, you can't really do much with these. You do get car mode figures as well. These are kind of trash, if you ask me, because when you think of car toys, you think of, oh, they have wheels, right? It's all just sculpted. It doesn't even roll. Doesn't even roll. It's just a big sculpted piece of plastic. Yeah, I don't know why they even bothered. Don't even know why they bothered. But you can see, too, like, it doesn't even really scale with the figure. It's actually larger than the figure. Like, if this figure were to transform into a car, like, you can see the door is bigger, the wheels are bigger. It's not even in scale, which is interesting. All right, who do we have next? We have Starscream! And he's not looking bad. He's not looking bad. A little Starscreamy. Little screamy boy. Yeah, he's not bad. Definitely kind of digging it. His head paint looks a little off. Interestingly, my camera is identifying his face as a real face. Did not expect that to happen, but here we are. His alt mode actually seems like it would be in scale with the robot, though. Like this, like the cockpit size and everything. Like, yeah, that's what he turns into. That's accurate. That's proper. And yeah, he's got a nice little jet. This one makes a little bit more sense because it's not supposed to have wheels. It's this little plastic jet. But yeah, nice little figures of Starscream. I definitely dig that. Not every figure has an alt mode. I think the two that do not are, unfortunately, my two favorites, Soundwave and Hot Rod. They do not have alt mode figures. Next up, we've got Megatron. And his figure looks kind of nice. His fusion cannon's all gray, unfortunately. I wish that was black. But other than that, you know, he's got some little red on his tummy. He also apparently has a real face, according to my camera. Yeah, he's got little treads painted on the back. It's a nice little Megatron. And he has a little tank as well. No articulation, just as you would expect. This, I couldn't really tell you if it's in scale. Kind of hard to tell. I would say probably. That feels a little right. That feels okay to me. Yeah, I love how it just has a big rectangle of red on it. They didn't paint almost anything on this. It's pretty bland looking, but still, little Megatron. It's kind of cute. Of course, last and definitely not least, we have Optimus Prime, the man, the myth, the legend, the poster boy of this franchise. And his figure's not looking bad. You know, he's got a little paint on the wheels, little Autobot logos. He's got like some bordering on the, you know, chest right there. His head is nice and blue. Even on his back, they added some detail. They gave him a nice little blue butt. Not very necessary, but I appreciate the detail. Then here's his truck. Yeah, you may notice something. When I got this, one of the smokestacks was just broken off. And this one was like horribly bent down. Yeah, this truck is actually painted, though, at least. It does have some paint on it, but still, no wheels. Kinda lame. Kinda lame. And again, not in scale. Not in scale. I mean, look at the wheel size. Look at the window size. That is not in scale. Because, like, next to a tank, like, a truck is not going to be that big next to a tank. And a car is not going to be this big next to a truck. But then again, you would probably argue, too, that, like, these figures may not necessarily be too much in scale. But Bumblebee is smaller than Prime, you know, so they're kind of in scale. That's kind of cool. Yeah, these are all neat. Let's go ahead and get a little group shot going of them. Alrighty, guys, there's my little look at this Busy Books Transformers activity set. It's kind of neat. I like these little figures. I think they're kind of cool. Definitely not something that you really, really need. And if you're after like little mini Transformers toys, like little figurines, I would go for the Jada diecast ones, easy. Those are posed, they're painted better, they're made out of metal. I would go Jada diecast. But hey, for $15, you get a cute little book, you get 10 cute little toys. You get like 6 bot modes and 4 vehicle modes. The vehicle modes definitely leave a lot to be desired, but I think the bots are kind of cool. My favorite's definitely Soundwave. I think that is the best looking figure, and I'm also biased because he's my favorite Decepticon. But hey, the book's cute. The playmat seems like it would be fun for a kid that doesn't mind their environment just being flat on the ground like that. I was kind of hoping the playmat would have been a little bit more like one of those town carpets. You know, how you can drive around and there's different like buildings and everything. That's what I was hoping it'd be like, but it's still neat. It's still neat. Alrighty, guys, let me know what you think about this Transformers oddity. This has been out for quite a few years now, and I just now kind of remembered it existed, and I ordered it, and now I did a video on it. So here you go. Hooray! Hope you enjoyed another variety review. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.